Thousands of you have tested positive for COVID and beat the virus, but sometimes symptoms linger long after the infection is gone.
Channel 5's Monica de Anda with new information from researchers.
If it's been months since you've had COVID, but you're still not feeling back to your old self, you're not alone.
And we are also just starting to scratch the surface about what are some of the biochemical changes occurring in the body that can lead to some of the symptoms that patients are experiencing.
Dr. Greg Vanishkashorn with the Mayo Clinic's COVID Activity Rehabilitation Program says between 10 to 30% of all COVID patients he's seen have experienced long-haul symptoms, which include shortness of breath, fatigue, brain fog or difficulty concentrating, and headaches, among other things. And while some people say their symptoms are mild, for others, it's the opposite.
They may have shortness of breath to the point that they need to remain on oxygen for several months after their infection, or not be able to do some of the basic activities of life, like walk across their home to take a shower.
And while so far the average age group of people reporting long-haul symptoms are those in their mid-40s, Dr. Vanishkashorn says they're starting to see more kids experiencing the same symptoms.
Children are often not very capable of explaining what they are feeling or sharing their healthcare symptoms. So it takes a unique approach to identify individuals who may need help.
But what exactly leads to long-haul COVID symptoms? The research is ongoing, but Vanishkashorn says right now it points to prolonged abnormalities with the immune system. While some people experience long-haul symptoms for a few months, others may deal with it for much longer.
It does look like that long-haul COVID could be a new chronic infection for some folks because we don't have that sort of magic pill to stop what's causing the symptoms in the first place. That's why it takes so long for many patients to get better.
Vanishkashorn says many long haulers don't have any pre-existing respiratory, blood pressure, or heart issues. Some didn't even require medical attention, while others spent weeks in the ICU. Regardless if you're experiencing these symptoms, doctors recommend seeking medical help sooner rather than later to learn how to best manage them.
The fortunate thing is that everybody is getting better over time, but it's such a slow process.
Monica de Anda, Channel 5 News at 6.